Hey everybody. Once again, I'm sitting here going over the internet and watching the news, and you know, I once again have to say, I'm crawling within my own skin, knowing how near we really are. I keep having people tell me, they've been saying this for the past 2,000 years. There's always wars. There's always this stuff going on. Except for one thing. The generation that saw the rebirth of Israel. That generation will be the same generation that sees the second advent of Jesus. That generation is 66 years old. The rapture happens at least 7 years prior to the second advent, so we are in the window. Now, like I said, I'm watching these things happen, and the reason why I'm itching within my skin is because the Holy Spirit is urging me, get the word out, which you know I do. But, it's telling me, it's close, we're close, be looking up. And then you go read some of these articles like on Yahoo, Decafile, The Blaze, WorldNet Daily, The Nation, Fox News, and you start adding up all these different things they're talking about. And then you compare them with the verses that say, watch for the rumors of wars and wars, watch for the diseases, watch for this, watch for that. And you're looking at them on these computer screens and on the news, hearing exactly what the Bible is talking about. Syria is being destroyed. ISIS is becoming the Islamic State trendsetter. And what I mean by that is this. These people have stepped up. When they say something, they do it. They're saying they're going to hit us. As it stands now, they have declared an Islamic State, a caliphate, in Syria and Iraq. Boko Haram is doing the same thing in Nigeria, Africa, and now ISIS is moving into the Asias. What was the name? What did they call that? South Asia. Now, if they're expanding and they're doing what they're saying they're going to do, Al-Qaeda, Hezbollah, Hamas, see this and realize this, knowing that if they don't do anything, their members are going to abandon them and join ISIS. So they're now going to step up their game. I can tell you right now, we have ISIS in the United States. And I can tell you right now, we have other terrorist groups that have been here for a long time. You watch as they coordinate, or if they start striking at the same dates, because it's ISIS. It's fundamentalist Islam. It's real Islam. It's not the fake stuff. It's the real stuff. Real Islam. And they say they're going to take over the world. They mean it. Obama's half-hearted measures trying to get some coalition, which Jordan, by the way, just said they're not going to take part in. They're not going to join a coalition against ISIS. King Hussein is sweating. Someone's going to kill him. Someone's going to kill King Assad. But the thing is now, what's holding back, like say, Russia from coming down? What's holding back South Korea and North Korea fighting? What's holding back China in their fight over the China Seas? All those islands and territories that they want to claim. I believe it's twofold. I believe it's the Holy Spirit, but I believe it's also the military might of the United States of America. They know that if they cross that serious red line, something that Obama can't skirt, can't get around or talk his way out of, the United States would have to act. They know that. They're pushing the boundaries, and they're pushing the boundaries, and they're pushing the boundaries. They're waiting for the same event that the Bible's talking about. Something is going to happen to this country to remove it from prophetic history, because it is not spoken of in these great last time events. Obama's now saying, okay, now we're going to start striking these guys. So do you think ISIS is just going to sit back and wait? We are coming up on 9/11, 2014. 9/11 is a key date for the jihadists. That is the day that the Muslim hordes were stopped outside the gates of Vienna. So to them, this was a defeat, that they will now make a victory by striking places on that date. Well, guess what? It's the 9th. 2 more days. No, wait, it's the 8th. 3 more days. I think they're going to strike. I also think that something really bad is going to happen in a world catastrophe sense. I mean, Arizona was just hit with floods that they haven't seen in 200 years. Over in India, same thing. Floods that have not been even recorded before. It's just time. September 11th, September 25th and 26th are the key dates you need to watch. Or the 24th, 25th. It's one of those combinations. Because that is the Feast of Trumpets. The new day for the Hebrews, the nation of Israel. The new year. It's also the wedding day of Jesus. The crowning of Jesus. If we're watching these things, and oh yeah, Ebola, it's unchecked. They have no idea how to control this. They haven't even formed a strategy on how to deal with this. The reports of deaths are easily 3 times higher than what they actually are. They know that this is going to get out. They can't stop it. People are coming home sick with it all the time. It's going to get here. These are the very things that the Bible warns about. This is why when I look out my window, or when I walk outside, the first thing I do is I look up in the sky like, is it now? It's close. I'm going crazy trying to just, wanting to leave. Have this broken down body changed into my new body. So I just want to encourage you guys, look at these things. Look at them. It's incredible. The church is literally going crazy. We know we're that close. When Jesus excoriated the Pharisees, telling them, red skies at night, sailor's delight, red skies in the morning, sailor's warning. If you can see the signs in the skies to know a weather pattern, you should have known when my arrival was. And of course, they didn't understand their scriptures because they've been paying attention to the Talmud and the rabbinical tradition of passing on the traditions of the oral law, which is written down now in the Jerusalem and Babylonian Talmud. They pay attention to that. Don't pay attention to the Bible, the Old Testament, to know his very day, which was prophesied to the day he would show up. Now, he blasted them. Now, we as Christians have been told, you see these things, look up, your salvation draws nigh. That's Luke 21 somewhere. I don't remember off the top of my head where it was at. I'll post it up here. You see these events. Now, if you were alive and you saw the rebirth of Israel, and you're now 66 years old, how close do you think you are? In light of all this that we're watching in world prophecy take place right now. Isaiah 17, Isaiah 19, Psalm 83 are all being set up to be completely fulfilled right now. And I can almost see how this goes. Terrorist attack on this country, multiple spots, a couple earthquakes, martial law, recall our forces or let NATO commanders take over our forces that are overseas. We're out of the power. We're out of the picture overnight. Just like that. Once that happens, you watch South Korea get attacked by North Korea. You watch China make its moves in the China Sea, taking over terrain that's claimed all along, the disputed areas. You watch, because right now we're watching the Magog War, Ezekiel 39 being set up. Russia is bringing its forces down to that border. They've got tens of thousands of them up there, just ready to go. How long do you think it would for them to mobilize and just go for a mad dash towards Israel once they see the fulfilling of Isaiah 17 and 19 and Psalm 83? They'll be right there ready to go. And I can guarantee you, Israel will attack Iran, and Iran say, Russia, mutual defense treaty, let's go. Russia's going to be like, no, 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 no. You don't have the hook put in the jaw. And I also think a hook in the jaw, they may be reluctant, but they realize they can corner the world oil, the natural gas market for at least a short time. So they're going to be coming. I mean, it's being set up right now. We have very few days left. I cannot see this going on much longer. Not in light of everything that is taking place. All this coming to one focal point time in history. And says, when you see these things, look up, your redemption draws nigh. The only reason why Jesus Christ is telling people to look up for their redemption is because he's going to plan to meet them in the clouds and take them back to the house that he has prepared for them since he left, in his Father's house. We are almost there. I can't wait. So, I'm just doing this video for encouragement for my brothers and sisters. Don't give up hope. Keep getting the gospel out. Keep praying for one another. Keep encouraging one another. Give thanks to help that's been given. Thank you guys. Give help if you can. Believe me, if I had a job, I'd be broke just from giving money away, because I'm striving for that first place goal when Paul's talking about the race. That's another thing. When Paul's talking about that race of believers, striving for the reward, you'll be that person that gets the first place. Put the effort into it. He's not saying that the person that's on the starting line, here's a starting gun and takes a step and then just stops. He's not saying that person's condemned. He's just saying that person's not going to have anything at all. He's not going to have no prize, no rewards, no nothing. He's saved. So beware of false teachers like Levi Price, that evangelist Anita Fuentes, whatever her name is, Mormonism, Catholicism, Seventh-day Adventism, all the isms, the Protestantism. There's 850 million Protestants. Just realize that you're not after the last name of a person for a denomination. Be non-denominational. Don't be a part of a 501c3. I would love to have a church to go to, but they're all 501c3s, or they're just complete, they're drinking poison and handling rattlesnakes. So my church is my online family, my online brothers and sisters. So I love you guys. You're my family. Just be ready. Be encouraging people. Be looking up. Spreading the gospel. Let's get it done. All right. Bye.